Hey guys, so if you're new to my channel, my name is Elaine. This series is going to be all about mythology, and I just wanted to make a little intro video kind of about why I want to fix mythology and a little bit about my credentials as a writer. I've always had a love of writing. I wrote from a super duper young age, and I've been reading pretty much as far back as I can remember. I was reading things like Poe and Shakespeare since before second grade. I got a perfect score on my PSAT in writing, and it was so weird timeline thing. Like before it was the year before because it was like 3,200, and then it was 1,600, and then it was 3,200 again. So the one year I took it, writing wasn't on the SAT. Well, whatever. I've always been the kind of person who could bring an audience to laughter and tears with a speech at a wedding or something said at a eulogy. It's just something I really enjoy, and I've continued through my adult life too. I've been writing some short stories. I wrote for an online publication called High Concept magazine, and some of my short stories were recognized and published. I was nominated for something called a Pushcart Prize in short literature. But the thing is, like a typical New Yorker, I kind of felt like everything I wrote had to be a little darkly sarcastic, a little emotionally raw, and like cathartic in like this almost like painful way, which did make for some awesome, honest writing, but I didn't have the best results. I'm not going to say karmically, but yeah, it just wasn't putting me in a good emotional flow, and I actually had felt like, oh, writing's not a good path for me, and like I can't pursue this because not bad things will happen in my life. And yeah, so it was actually, I want to thank you guys, the Lightworker community, for like making me realize, hey, that's just programming. Like, you can pursue writing and make it positive and happy, and it can be a great thing for you. So thank you guys for making me realize I can write without racking up negative karma. And what else? Oh yeah, so why I want to fix mythology. Not that it's necessarily broken, but from my channeling and from a lot of the things I've heard other channelers say, imagination is so important, and this is like something that I feel very deeply. Like, they always say, like, you have no idea the power of imagination. Like, you're literally creating worlds when you put stories out into the collective consciousness ether. And this is something I've heard over and over again, and that I get through my own channeling too. And it's like, I just want you to think really hard about that for a minute. Like, not even just what that means about horror movies, which I won't even go into, but like, just imagine, bear with me, that in the next world, you become like your favorite fictional character in their fictional world, or one that you relate the most to, or whose story you've heard the most, or whatever. Like, imagine this is your literal incarnation. Just think about it. Like, what does that mean for characters like, for example, Loki? Let's say you care about this, and some people, there are religions around Norse mythology too, like it's a thing. So imagine that this happens and you become Loki in your next life, and you're suddenly trapped in a time loop where you get acidic venom poured in your face from now until the end of days in a time loop for eternity. Like, this is a problem. So yeah, don't our favorite characters and deities and heroes deserve better endings, better stories, a better fate than what's been written for them thus far? I kind of feel like they do. So I've kind of taken it upon myself to do this. And it really gives me a great platform to show you guys my artwork from. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great thing. So that's a little bit about why fix mythology. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Blessings and better once upon a timelines. Mwah.